I call this meeting of the Alvin Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that the notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. And at this time, we will start with an introduction of our greeters.
Good evening, everyone. We're very glad you're here with us. Good evening, board. We would like to introduce our greeters today. This evening, they are members from the Iowa Colony High School FFA. In July, in July, they received their official FFA charter at the Texas FFA Convention. They want to extend a big thank you to everyone who supported them throughout this process. I've heard it's quite a lengthy process, so congratulations to you all. And with us tonight, we have the FFA officers, and it's Jalen Lobato, if you'll wave for us, Peyton Hanchy, Haley Goddard, Tessa Saldana, sorry. Thank you. Natalie Smith and Kenneth Mount. And then with them today are their teachers, Deanna Morris and Mallory Pison. And congratulations to y'all on the new charter. Very good. Thank you very much. And one of them, Kenneth Mount, will come up. I had the privilege of having him a long time ago, so I'm excited to see you if you'll come up and lead us in the pledge. So if everyone would stand, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Great job, thank you. And if you will please rise and join us as we have Trustee Gabe Garza offer the prayer.
Good evening, everyone. Before I get into this prayer this evening, I want to share something with the community that's been on my heart. On Saturday, I attended a celebration of life for one of our students from Nelson Elementary, Nova Baker. Some of you may know about her story. Supernova, to many of us, was an incoming fourth grader. At age 4, Nova was diagnosed with pineoblastoma, a form of brain cancer, and fought for her life like a true hero until July 30th, 2024, when God cured her and called her home. You know what Nova loved most? She loved her friends, her teachers, and her school. She wanted nothing more than to be able to attend school on a daily basis with her classmates, learning something new. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank the faculty and staff of Nelson Elementary for enriching this child's education experience for the short time she was with us. From Supernova days to a sensory-friendly, quiet parade, Nova was always treated like the star that she was. The love and appreciation from the family was evident through the multiple eulogies read on Saturday's celebration of life. I share this story as I was reminded of the impact our teachers, staff, and all of us have on our children. As we begin this school year, let's remember each of our students, and may their light always shine bright, just like Nova's did. Additionally, our Alvin ISD family lost another one this past week, Mr. Jeff Alexander. Mr. Alexander was a math teacher at Iowa Colony High School who passed away suddenly on Friday night. Tonight, I ask the community to join me in a moment of silence for Nova Baker and Jeff Alexander. Please bow your heads. Lord, tonight we pray for two families, two schools, and the Alvin ISD community. We pray for those hearts who are filled with sadness and grief. Give us strength and will to bear our heavy burdens and bring us to peace as we mourn. Be with the students and staff at both Nelson Elementary and Iowa Colony High School as they begin this school year without a fellow classmate and beloved teacher. Be mindful of us and have mercy on us as we struggle to comprehend life's hardships. As we begin this evening's meeting tonight and this academic school year, we ask for your guidance, wisdom, and support. Help us engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds as a community. As trusted servants, help us to be wise in the decisions that we make for the good of all of Alvin ISD community. Continue to remind us that all we do and all that we accomplish is for your glory. We ask these things in your name. Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Garza, for that moving invocation. At this time, we'll move into the superintendent's report.
Well, welcome back to 2024-2025 school year. The days can be long, but the years are short. And so I mentioned to Marion McWhorter, admin assistant, that we were already getting ready for graduation. Once school starts, you're moving fast. So welcome back. We've had some great visits and continue to visit our campuses across the district. And there's just so much energy, lots of positivity out there. So looking forward to a great year. Operation Backpack was such a success. Several of our staff members volunteered their time and distribution at Grace Episcopal Church, as well as another distribution. I was trying to remember where else. It was Saturday we added Grace Episcopal Church, but we distributed over 4,300 backpacks to our families and our students in need. With the support of 300 volunteers and various community organizations, we were able to provide those essential school supplies and vaccinations, ensuring our students are ready for the school year. Of course, we have several of the community sponsors listed up there. And this is on our website as well. So thank you to all of you who made it such a success day in and day out and year after year. Our Alvin ISD book bus recently went out again and made a significant impact on our community, ensuring that our students had access throughout the year or throughout the summer with books. We had 22 stops across Alvin ISD community, and the program successfully checked out over 1,500 books this summer to students and gifted an additional 4,500 books. So, you know, we do book drives at times, and this is where a lot of these books go throughout the summer. They go to different students across our district. Thank you to all the individuals who volunteered. We had some celebrity readers. Some of you also read over the summer to our students. Our police officers were out there, mayors across the community. So thank you to all of you who made this a success this summer. Of course, we have our new school dedications coming up. First is Iowa Colony Junior High on August the 29th at 5:30 p.m. Then we have Alvin Elementary rededication on Thursday, September the 5th at 5:30, and then Barbara Bennett Elementary on Thursday, September the 12th at 5:30. And all of you are invited to attend these wonderful school dedications. And then finally, we have Fueling Dreams and Igniting Futures Gala coming up for the Alvin ISD Education Foundation. Save the date on Friday, September the 6th, 6:30 p.m. Begins with a reception, and then 7:30 p.m. is dinner. There's going to be dueling pianos from what I hear, and it's going to be held at South Shore Harbor Resort. So come out for a fun evening with the Alvin ISD Education Foundation and support a good cause for raising money for students and staff. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Nelson. At this time, we'll move into student and staff commendations, and we'll have Trustee Humbard and Trustee Johnson provide the awards.
Okay, today we are here to honor several students with us tonight, and so when I call your name, please come up and receive your award. Parents, this is your time to take photos, and we will wait for you. If you want to step out in the aisle, please do so. So we'll go ahead and get started with the UIL academics. In May, the state academic UIL competition took place at UT Austin. Shadow Creek High School student Kavya Natagiri made school history for earning back-to-back wins in the UIL Academic State Tournament. She took first place in headline writing and journalism. Ooh, I might need her on our team here. Second place in editorial writing, and also received a journalism team runner-up plaque for 6A. Although, well, if you would like to come up at this time. Are you here? No. Okay, although he did not place at the state competition, Alvin High School student Isaac Lee qualified for state and computer apps. So if you'd like to come up if you're here. And congratulations.
Today was
to
the first day of school, so, they
Yes,
may have been there.
Yes, we had several people that couldn't attend tonight, so. We'll move on to HOSA. And so congratulations to 6 Shadow Creek High School students who placed third in the world in public health at the 2024 HOSA International Leadership Conference in June. Are Mylan Damani, Abdullah Malik, Nickel George Matthew, Shan Prem, Avinash Sampath Kumar, and Ashwin Vijay Kumar. And very sharp tonight.
Yes, they are.
That's pretty impressive, placing third in the world.
Yep.
That is amazing. Great
Wait,
job.
one more.
Congratulations. Okay, next we have the Texas Music Education Association competitions. Every 2 years, Texas bands compete in the Texas Music Education Association's Honor Band competition. And this year, the Shadow Creek High School Band was named a 6A State Honor Band finalist. Shadow Creek High School finished 10th in Class 6A State Finals. Honor Band is the highest recognition a music program in Texas can achieve. So student leaders we have invited here today, when I call your name, please come up. We have Rochelle Mocker. Jenny Lacerna. Marcus Wheeler. Alan Blanford. And Julian Wynn. And they are under the directors, if you would come up also, Josh Mooney. Jordan Amara. And Cody.
I don't know if Kelvin heard his name because
Oh,
we were all
sorry.
clapping, but yeah.
Yes, sorry about that.
That's okay. It's all the applause.
That's right. That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
And I must say, I mean, that's exciting for our district to be in the top 10 in the whole entire state.
So are these all seniors, Mr. Mooney? No, oh, so you have them for, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Mr. Mooney, did you want to say anything? No? Okay. Congratulations. Thank you for representing Alvin ISD and the exceptional program that you all continue to offer to our students. Thank you.
Also, the Shadow Creek High School Varsity Tenor Bass Choir was selected as one of 8 high school choirs in the state of Texas to be invited to perform at the 2025 Texas Music Educators Association Convention in February. So congratulations, and here are the student leaders. Nicholas Ballman, Edwin Shabu, Ramos, Caleb Coleman, and James Williams. They are under the direction of Jennifer Gallagher and Frankie Espinoza.
So don't turn around, smile for the pictures, but after this, can y'all sing a little something for us? Just a little, just give us a taste of,
Little.
I know you're missing one, I think, but. Oh, one more picture.
I think
Get a teacher to sing.
Mr. Johnson can fill in for. Can y'all sing something? Just a little something? I don't mean to put, come on.
We just had the first day of school.
Will you come back and sing
will come
for
back.
us? Okay, Miss Rives, you heard it.
heard it.
Yes.
Okay.
Sing some
I
Christmas
heard it.
Awesome.
carols.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Gallagher and Mr. Espinoza. Congratulations.
And I did have, she wanted to say something
Oh,
about.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She
Just
asked.
so that everyone here, especially the board, we thank you for the support of our fine arts programs, but I really wanted to put an exclamation point for everyone in the room what these 2 accomplishments mean for these programs, for their students, their campuses, and for our district. To be a 6A top 10 marching band is to be one of the top bands in the nation. There is no greater stage than the Texas Marching Band field. In having conversations with Mr. Mooney on the phone the day of, his phone was blowing up. His colleagues, his peers from across the state, noteworthy colleges are blowing up their phone and congratulating them because it's truly a 1% of the 1% that ever make it to that stage. And so it shines a beautiful light on all of our programs, and we can't get there without the support of the board, our administration, our campus principals, and so this is a tremendous accomplishment. On that note, for our choir program actually made history for Alvin ISD. Never in the history of our school district have we ever had a secondary performing arts program be invited to be an honor choir representing the state of Texas. So this is a tremendous accomplishment. Doesn't happen to very many choir directors in their career, and we know both of these programs to have started at the junior high level and have just built these moments brick by brick. And so we couldn't be more proud of you guys, and we thank you for the light you shine on Alvin ISD. We know it's great, but now people across the state look to us for this is the place to be if you want to learn music education and shine at the highest level. So thank you.
Well, on that note, and you even said yourself, it starts at a lower level, and so grade-wise, and so we're going to move to junior high. So junior high all-state choir, congratulations to the Alvin ISD choir students who performed with the middle school junior high all-state choir at the Texas Choral Directors Association Convention this summer. They were Ariana Mejia, thank you. Goldston. Brianna was Alvin Junior High, Claire was Fairview Junior High. Nathan Bryant, who couldn't be with us today, but he is from Fairview Junior High and going to Alvin High School. And then we have Trace Stokely, was with Junior High and now going to Alvin High School. And then Caleb Tello with Rodeo Palms Junior High and moving to Manville High School.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Sure we could get one of these kids to sing.
Well, that would be peer pressure.
Wonderful
Congratulations.
job. And congratulations to the staff. Okay, next we have staff commendations. And with us tonight, we have John, the recipient of the John Harvey Award. And it's congratulations to Iowa Colony High School head trainer Roderick Williams for receiving the John Henry Humanitarian Award for the Southwest Athletic Trainers Association. The John Henry Humanitarian Award.
Harvey, I'm sorry.
Oh,
John
I'm sorry.
Harvey. That's okay.
Yes, Harvey, you're right. John Harvey Humanitarian Award was established to recognize an athletic trainer who, throughout their career, has had a significant positive impact on the ethnic minority athletic trainers or on physically active ethnic minority individuals. So congratulations to you on this award.
So real quick, and I'll make this brief, but I found it unique that my father used to coach at Texas Southern University, and Doc Harvey was the trainer there. When I was little, I was a ball boy, running around TSU, and would hang out in the training room. He would always tell me, you can't make the club in the tub, and all these kind of things. But as a former athlete, I think it's, people don't recognize how much work trainers do.
Oh,
To
absolutely.
get every single athlete ready, and be prepared at the drop of a dime for game day or practices. So for you to win this, plus the character that Doc Harvey carried around Texas Southern and throughout the conference means a lot. So congratulations, man.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Rives, and I echo what Ms. Savage said. Thank you so much for the students and the staff and the administrators for really helping our students shine each and every day. So on that note, since tomorrow is a school day, if you would like to leave, at this time would probably the best time to leave before we get into consent agenda items.
Thank you, good night.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good job, parents, too.
Good job.
Yes, yes. Before the tax presentation.
Like, no, come back, homework.
All right, at this time, we will move into our presentation.
So this evening, Board, we have Mike Darlow here with he's an attorney with Purdue, Brandon, Fielder, Collins, and Mott LLP, and he will provide a report on the 2024 tax collection efforts for Alvin ISD. Mike?
Good to see everybody. Thank you very much. I hope this is on. Yeah?
Is the
Yes.
mic on?
Yes.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Okay.
I started this morning in Angleton at Commissioners Court, giving a report. Unfortunately, I brought you the right report and not their report. And in between, I was at the city of Brazoria, so it's been a long day. I appreciate you all having us tonight. I brought with me my associate Hayden Bartley, who you've met, some of you have met before at some events, and Hayden works with me on collecting your accounts. And so I thought it was only fair that he get to come and watch the reports since he does all the work. Well, some of the work. I still do a little bit of work for y'all. Anyway, it's great to be here, to give you an update, recognizing it's the first day of school and you've already got a full agenda. I'll try to roll through this pretty quick and, of course, answer any questions that y'all may have. So before I get into this, let me just, by way of overview, tell you that traditionally in July, we would have mailed out our delinquent notices. Due to the hurricane, we delayed mailings until just Friday. And so this week, people are getting notices. We sent out a little over 10,000 notices countywide to people that owed 2023 taxes still or prior years. And so you can imagine that our phones are starting to ring off the hook on people that want to figure out how to take care of their taxes, and we're happy to work with them to get that done. And so that's going to be the bulk of our staff's activity for the next few weeks, is dealing with everything that comes out as a result of a mail-out that we do. So the report I have for you tonight gives you a snapshot of what your delinquent roll looked like a couple of weeks ago. I got to use my cheaters here. So we had 5.6 million of base tax that took you up to and including the 2023 year. A couple of these categories I want to point out for you. The largest single category is what we label action pending. A lot of this are new 2023 only accounts. I will comment that there seems to be more litigation involving appraisal district suits than I've seen in the past. Our two largest accounts to the school that quote, owe you, are actually involved in litigation with the appraisal district over the value of their commercial property, and over $200,000 of the money that's owed is involved in just those two lawsuits. And there's more than that, but those are the two largest ones. And so the numbers, while it may appear to be a little bit high or higher than maybe you've seen in the past, it's somewhat artificial, because as those lawsuits work their way through the system, the property owner either will have paid all that needed to be paid, or they'll owe additional money, then they'll have a period of time to pay it. And then if they don't, then of course we'll jump back in. But theoretically, they're on my delinquent roll, and we track it and make sure that those cases move along. The other thing I'll point out for you is our litigation, 22% of the roll. When our phone calls and letters don't work, we do have to file lawsuits. When we do that, it's amazing how many people will then reach out and see what they can do to pay. We do payment agreements on accounts that are in litigation. If for some reason that doesn't work, we'll take judgments and ultimately post property for sale. Many of you may receive our email list update of tax sales. Comes out every Friday. It used to come out at 4 a.m. I think the computer got tired, and now it comes out at 6 a.m. every Friday. And it lists all the properties that are going to sale. And then after every sale, I send an email to Daniel and to other clients just giving him the results that are happening. We also post those results on our website. And the market, as you all are well aware, in Brazoria County, especially in Alvin, is still pretty robust. Anything that we have to put up for tax sale, we're either having it paid prior to the sale by the owner, or enough of a resolution of their taxes to allow us to pull the sale, or we're selling it at the public sale. And in many times, we're selling it for more than the taxes that are owed. And in those situations, the property owner has the right to go apply to get that extra money, or they can buy back the property from the person that bought it at the tax sale. That's sort of a little bit of an update on that. And then the last part I'll mention on this quickly is deferrals. I think it's important to point out that if you're over 65, if it's your homestead, or if you have a disability exemption, that you can get a deferral of the payment of your taxes. So that rough $1 million of money you see is really not collectible today because of what I just mentioned. And that can encompass many years. We have some accounts that go back 15-plus years where somebody's turned 65 many years ago, still alive, still getting the deferral. As things change, we follow up on those, reach out to the heirs when the situation dictates, and try to make arrangements with them to pay. And oftentimes, you may be surprised to know that mom and dad haven't necessarily shared with the kids the fact that the house that they grew up in, that they've got a deferral on it, and as part of their inheritance, they're getting the property, but they're getting a tax bill that they have to take care of. And so, we try to work with people in those situations, and you can see, again, it's a fairly significant amount of money
Good to know.
out of the taxes that are there. So, the moral of the story is tell your kids what's
Or my
going on.
parents.
Or your parents.
So the 2023s are largely in action pending, and then kind of like an age receivable with waterfalls in litigation and the others, right?
Yes.
So when you look at the whole pie of the 5.6, like, do you have kind of like your own guesstimate of what's going to be completely uncollectible?
Completely uncollectible, hard to say. You can see on the uncollectible right now, we've got roughly 260,000. So the type of property that you're normally going to see in the uncollectible are businesses that are no longer open, that there are no assets to take to satisfy the taxes. Sometimes you'll have old mobile homes that people pay, then they stop paying, and when you look at what's owed on the taxes versus the value of the then 20-plus year mobile home, you can't justify seizing it, moving it, and selling it to try to satisfy the taxes, so you'll have some of that. And we do have a small amount of real estate that we categorize as uncollectible because there are multitudes of undivided interests, and we just cannot figure out the ownership. So I would say, this 5% on a regular basis is probably about right of where we'll probably end up year over year on the uncollectible.
Thank you.
Let me skip up to the third one. So half of our roll involves 2023 taxes that we just got. And then you can see 22 in prior years and what they represent to the total. And if you look back, that's what I'm looking for, that the delinquent roll is not growing disproportionate to the newest year that gets added on. We're at the point right now, when I come to visit y'all every August, that we're at the high point of the delinquent tax roll. We've just added the newest year, and we're working on the prior year. So from here, it's going to go down each and every month. Now, I've given you historical collections for the 2018 year forward. Let me move ahead to 2022, which is the last complete year. So last year when I was standing here, I gave you something that looked like that, and it said 2022. Oop. Okay, there we go. So come forward 1 year from when we last gave this report, and you can see that a little over 65% of the 2.6 million that was turned over to us, we have collected. And if you look back on each year, it's right in the range of what we're generally doing in the first year. And to put that into good perspective for you, that was good. Now I did it.
That's okay. Louis can try to fix
Oh,
it.
okay.
There he is.
Sorry.
Louis to the rescue.
Okay. Yes, please. Thank you. So I'm a lawyer, not an IT guy. So for 2023, there we go. So last October, you levied roughly $170 million in taxes. And I say roughly because we get reports from the tax office every month. I look at, in essence, what they show on the report of what was levied and billed, but there's changes all through the year. You've got money coming on, money coming off because of corrections to the roll. So this is a true number off of the report. And you can see using that number and coming forward through June 30th, you collected over 98% of that levy. So the $3 million that we're now charged with collecting is proportionate, even though it's more than in 2022. It's proportionate because of all the value in the taxes that the district has added because of the growth. And when you add in the, as I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation, you have at least 200,000 plus of appraisal district value fight that's in that number. So when you sort of balance all that out, my analysis is that you're pretty well, year over year, it's about the same amount being turned over. And that's taking into account the increase in the homestead exemption and all the other things that go on. So with that, I will be happy to answer any questions or go into any detail on anything else that we're doing on behalf of the district.
Any questions?
Very good information. Very good.
Thank you all. We
Thank you.
appreciate the opportunity to work for you and look forward to y'all having a successful school year.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is open forum. Nobody has signed up to speak, so we will move on to consent agenda items. So do I have a recommendation that the board approve consent agenda items A through H as presented, or would anyone like to pull any agenda items?
So moved.
All right.
Or wait, motion first? No, that's it. Yes, I'm making sure I did that right.
Motion by trustee Garza and second by trustee Scott. Comments or questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Moving on to agenda item number 9 is the request to consider approval of a resolution to pay employees for storm-related emergency closure.
So Board, after tearing through the Caribbean and Yucatan Peninsula, Hurricane Beryl swept ashore over the Gulf Coast of Texas on July the 8th, 2024. The Category 1 storm had sustained winds of up to 80 miles per hour at landfall and brought high gusts and heavy rain to the Houston area, causing major power outages and damage. Attached, you will find the resolution requesting compensation for all of our employees equitably due to the effects of Hurricane Beryl.
All right. Do I have a recommendation or motion that the Board of Trustees approve the resolution as presented?
So moved.
All right, so first by trustee Selsky, second by trustee Garza. Any comments or questions? I'll just say we appreciate the staff that were able to work because we know not everybody had the day off. We had personnel out working in the storms and checking on facilities as well, so.
And
all
that's kudos to them. I want to say the same thing. Kudos to them for, not only taking care of their home places, but coming in and making sure the schools were done, taken care of and everything. So kudos to them.
Very good. Any other? All right, all in favor? All opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next agenda item is request to consider approval of TASB endorsement for the TASB Board of Directors, Region 4, Position C.
So Board, Mr. Hopkins, Tony Hopkins from Friendswood ISD Board of Trustees reached out and asked for our endorsement. He's served since 2008, serving as president for the last 5.5 years. He's also served as a TASB director for the last 6.5 years. He's seeking his third and final term on the TASB board and currently serving as TASB's first president.
All right. Do I have a recommendation that the Board of Trustees endorse Mr. Tony Hopkins for the TASB Board of Directors, Region 4, Position C? All right. We have a motion by trustee Johnson.
Second.
A second by trustee Humbird. Any comments or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next agenda item is the request to consider naming a delegate and alternate for the TASB 2024 Delegate Assembly.
So Board, annually, you approve a delegate and an alternate to represent Alvin ISD at the TASB Fall Conference in San Antonio, September 27th through the 29th. And so we're asking for consideration for a delegate and an alternate.
Okay. And do we have any, well, let me go ahead and make the motion first. Recommendation that the board approve a delegate and an alternate to represent Alvin ISD at the TASB Fall Conference?
So moved.
All right, by trustee Sweeney. Second by trustee Garza. Do we have any nominations for a delegate and an alternate?
Delegate Earl Humbert. Delegate nominate Corey Scott as a alternate.
Very good. Are you both willing to serve? Okay, very good. All right, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Thank you both for agreeing to be the Tacit TASB delegates. It's an extra long meeting. Fun-filled.
Box lunch.
And a box lunch while the rest of the board is having a nice meal on the Riverwalk somewhere.
Congratulations.
Sweet.
Yes. All right, moving on. Next agenda item is a request to consider approval of countywide joint election and approval of joint contract for election services.
So Board, we're requesting that the joint contract for election services be with Brazoria County for conducting the November 5th, 2024 joint election is being presented for approval, and this is in correlation with the bond that will be on the ballot. Alvin ISD has conducted its elections with the county for many years, and it has proven to be a very efficient process.
Very good. Do we have a recommendation that the board approve a countywide joint election and contract to be conducted by Brazoria County?
So moved.
All right, first by trustee Selsky, second by trustee Sweeney. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Moving on. Next agenda item is a request to consider approval of tax collection rate, excess debt collections, and designation of tax rate calculation officer.
So Board, in compliance with the Property Tax Code 26.04 and 26.09E, the Board of Trustees is required to approve the 2024 tax collection rate of 99.97% and certify that the excess debt collections are $0. This information was provided by Kristen Bolanek, Brazoria County Tax Assessor Collector. In addition, the Tax Code 26.04C requires that the board designate the officer or employee responsible for calculating the district's no new revenue tax rate and the voter approval tax rate. This function has historically been completed by Kristen Bolanek, the Brazoria County Tax Assessor Collector, and it is recommended to affirm this practice for the coming year.
All right. Do we have a motion that the board consider approval of the referenced collection rate, excess collections, and designation of the official responsible for tax rate calculations?
So moved.
First by trustee Humbard, second by trustee Scott. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next item is a request to consider approval of personnel item policy revisions, DNA.
So Board, each year, we bring forth our recommended teacher appraisal system, which is what the state recommends. Our Texas Teacher Evaluation Support System, which we refer to as T-Test, has a resolution to approve for the list of appraisers for T-Test. For T-Test, the teacher supervisor or a person approved by the Board of Trustees will appraise the teacher. The principal or assistant principal will be the appraiser unless the teacher requests a second appraiser. A second appraiser could be the assistant principal, or someone from the list of appraisers attached. Any of the appraisers from the list can be chosen from as long as the appraiser is state certified in the T-test for the current year. We recommend continuing this for the 24-25 school year, and beyond that, the board approves this resolution as effective until the board revokes such authority by further action.
Do we have a motion that the board approval be granted for policy revisions, DNA, as requested?
So moved.
First by trustee Garza. Second by trustee Sweeney. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next agenda item is the request to consider approval of employment of personnel.
So board attached are recommendations for professional contracts for consideration for approval.
Do we have a motion that the board approval be granted for requested personnel items as presented.
So moved.
All right, by trustee Selsky and second by trustee Johnson. Any comments or discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries 7-0. All right, and last item is adjournment. Do we have a motion to
I make a
adjourn?
motion to adjourn.
All right, first by trustee Humbird, second by trustee Scott. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries, meeting adjourned.